Hi there, I'm Crawford Jeffrey and welcome along to Youth Football Scotland. I'm joined today by Greg Milnes, head coach of East End Lewis, and some of the players ahead of the Inspire Sport Scottish Youth FA Cup quarter-final versus Hillwood FC this coming weekend. So Greg, if I can start with yourself, just tell us a bit about how you got into football coaching and what your kind of aspirations are for going forward.
Uh, like I say, I've been in football coaching for about 15 years. It was more or less to help my sons get through it, but the enjoyment, the passion for the football was still there, even though my legs were not there. Obviously, I wanted to take up coaching, so it was a different avenue to go down once my career was finished. So 15 years on, still loving it. Great set of boys I've got playing for me just now, and hopefully we can go all the way in the Scottish Cup.
Great. And Jamie, about yourself, what sort of position do you play?
Mainly in the centre midfield, centre defensive midfield, the park.
Right, and have you got any heroes you kind of base your game on at all?
Mainly Steven Gerrard. I've liked him a lot for like most part of my life.
Yeah, I can tell by that top in the background. He's a good hero, a recent hero of yourself. And Grant, the same with yourself. What about you?
I play in goals and I like to be like Manuel Neuer and David De Gea, just modern goalkeepers.
Yeah. And I've done a wee bit of research myself on the club, and I can see that with East End, you've actually had a good few famous names come through the team. Most notably, Michael Rose, who's currently at Coventry, and Martin Boyle, who's just secured a £2.5 million move to Saudi. Grant, just with yourself, see, obviously knowing that players like that have came through the club, does that give you a bit of inspiration in terms of your own, goals for football? Is that something to kind of strive towards?
Yeah, I suppose it does. Um, I don't really know. I suppose, inspires me to do better almost.
Yeah, I'm sure obviously with it being, your local team and the team that you're playing for, it shows that, it doesn't matter where you are in the country, as long as you've got that bit of hard work there, you can do it. What about yourself, Jamie? Is that sort of thing kind of strive you on to aim for the
Yeah,
sky and see how
definitely.
far you can go in football?
Yeah, definitely. Looking at them coming through this team and seeing how far they've made, it definitely inspires you to go as far as them.
Good. That's great. Well, Greg, going back to yourself, obviously with the boys that you've mentioned it's a great group at the moment. How do you feel that the season's went for you so far? I can see obviously the recent run of results. I think it's been a bit different of a win, a draw, and a defeat for the three games. But it looks as if you're having a strong season. Taking 25 points out of a possible 45 from the 15 games played. So how do you think the season's went this year?
We've actually only lost one game this season, so we're actually sitting second in the league. So just the whole of the season, we've had one blip. So I'm looking to hopefully win the title again with the boys.
Yeah.
We've got to win. We've got to win the rest of our games of the season, and then if that happens, we'll be in a playoff with one of our rivals. So fingers
Right.
crossed it goes well. We've got, I think it's about 4 league games left. So if we win them, we're in a good place.
Good. And just obviously in terms of that, I can see that the last trip with the Scottish Cup final, you reached the semi-final of the competition. Is that correct?
Yeah. We're looking quite good to go on and at least try and get into the final.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, COVID arrived and it kind of put a stop to that. But we were quietly confident of at least reaching the final and giving it a good shot. So
Yeah.
hopefully this time we can give it our best shot and there's no COVID.
Yeah. Do you think obviously with that having happened with COVID cutting the league short and obviously the chance to get into the cup final that year, it will give you and the boys that kind of extra bit between the teeth to get into the final this time round?
Yeah, 100%. The boys are focused. The training the past month has been immense from the 18 boys that I've got. It's been absolutely immense. And you can see that they want to win things again this season. So they'll probably want to go one better and get into that final and hopefully go ahead and win it.
Yeah. It's good to know that obviously the boys have, coming from yourself, I'm sure, got the right attitude coming into the weekend in the game on Saturday. Jamie, just going on to the season that you've had so far, what's been your highlight this year? Has it been a goal, a certain result that you've had?
Probably getting that last minute goal against Peterhead that's kept us in the title race to try and win it. That was quite an important goal in the season.
Yeah, I'm sure it's always, a great feeling if it's been a bit of a dogged game and it's either, that one that knocks you in front of the last minute winner. And I'm sure it'll do great for you boys in the changing room as well. What about for yourself, Grant? Obviously being a keeper, like I said earlier, takes a special person to stick themselves between those sticks. Have you had any, highlights yourself or anything that sticks out for this year?
I mean, there's been much, but probably same with Jamie as well. That last minute equaliser to keep us in the title race. To be honest.
Yeah, that's great.
I think Grant needs to give himself a pat in the back because I think it was the third or fourth round we had a difficult tie. Went to the penalty shootout, and obviously Grant saved one of the penalties that helped the boys go through to the next round. So give yourself a pat in the back, Grant.
Yeah, Gaffer's giving you some praise going into the game on Saturday, that's for sure, young man.
Yeah.
Going back to yourself, Greg, in regards to the opposition, obviously you've got Hillwood on Saturday. They've got a bit of a history for producing, some really strong players. Kenny Burns, 2-time European Cup winner. Alec McLeish as well, European Cup winner, won the league with Aberdeen. They've got a history of obviously producing good football players. What do you expect from Saturday? Do you expect it to be a tight game? What's your views on that?
Every game's tight in the Scottish Cup because every team that gets as far as this round is very, very good. So for us, we've just got to make sure that we're on our game and give it our best shot, and hopefully the guys' passion and the way they play the game will take us through. But yeah, it'll definitely be a very hard game.
And what about yourself, boys? Jamie, obviously, how confident are you feeling going into the game on Saturday? Do you feel prepared? Are you feeling right up for it?
Yeah, definitely up for it. I think we've been training well, as Greg said, for the last couple of weeks, and all the boys are up for the game and wanting to get into the final and hopefully win the whole thing.
Brilliant. And what about yourself, Grant?
Yeah, everyone's been training well, everyone's playing well at the moment, but it will be a tough game, but we'll just have to do our best to see what happens.
Brilliant. So, in regards to that, what about for score predictions for Saturday? How do you see the game going? We'll start with yourself, Greg.
Well, thanks for that. I'm highly. I'm one of these guys that know how good the boys can play, and if they play as well as they do, I can see it being a very, very tough game. But I think maybe the odd goal or maybe 3-1. I'll go with 3-1.
Brilliant.
That's
Jamie,
the confidence I've got in you boys.
That's great praise from your gaffer. That's the one thing that you should always want for in a gaffer. Jamie, what about yourself? Have you got the same views as Greg here, or do you see it going differently?
I reckon it'll be 4-2 to East End.
4-2. High scoring. You must not be playing centre half then if you're conceding 2 on Saturday, eh? And Grant, what about you? Last but not least.
I think it'll be 1 or 2-0 to East End.
Yeah,
Like it.
Keeping a clean sheet.
Clean sheet, like it.
Yeah, exactly. Well, just to remind everybody that does see it, Hillwood Park this coming Saturday, the 19th of February. Kick-off time is at 1:10. All the best, boys, and I appreciate you coming on tonight. Thanks very much for that.
Cheers, Crawford.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Thank you.
Yes. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.